Good morning, students. Today we are going to see chapter 14, Semiconductor Electronics. In the last class we have studied about p-type semiconductor and n-type semiconductors. If this p-type semiconductor and n-type semiconductor combine together means it will form a p-n junction. In the n-type semiconductor, the concentration of electrons is higher, that is negative type. So concentration of electrons is higher than that of holes. And if it is a p-type means positive type semiconductor, so that concentration of holes is higher than that of electrons. And during the formation of a p-n junction, due to this concentration of electrons or holes, the p and n sides diffuse from p to n side, that is holes diffuse from p to n side and electrons diffuse from n to p side. Okay, because holes, p-type semiconductor having holes, so that holes diffuse from p to n side, and if it is of n to p means electrons will diffuse. So the motion of charge gives rise to diffusion current across the junction. So the motion of the charges will gives a diffusion current across the junction. The p-n junction, across the p-n junction. When an electron diffuses from n to p, it leaves behind an ionized donor on n side. If the electron is moving from, if you are seeing this diagram, we can find it. When an electron diffuses from n to p side, the electron diffuses from n to p side means n to p side, then it leaves behind an ionized donor on n side. There is this positive charges. Given here. So that positive charge is immobile. Here later on this positive charge is created is immobile and it is bounded to the surrounding atoms. The layer of positive charge on n side of junction developed. So that see here we can see the layer of positive charges developed here along with the n side, because the negative charges are moved from, the electrons moved from n type semiconductor to the p type semiconductor. Okay, so that positive charges are developed nearer to the n type semiconductor. Now this space charge, similarly, when a hole diffuses from p to n, when a hole diffuses from p to n, hole is moving from p to n, what happened? The remaining things will be the negative one. So a layer of negative charges is created by the side of the p-type semiconductor. This space charge region on either side of the junction together is known as depletion region. That is, this positive and negative charge formed by the sides of the n-type and p-type semiconductors is totally called as the depletion region. The thickness of the depletion region is of the order of 1/10 of micrometer. So the thickness of the depletion region, will be of 1/10 of the micrometer. Okay. So electron on p side of junction moves to n side. P type of the junction moves to n side, and hole on n side of junction moves to p side. The motion of charge carriers due to the electric field is called drift. If there is an electric field applied, the negative charge will move to the electron on p side. Moves to the n side, and the hole on n side will move to the p side. Okay, so this motion of charge carriers due to the electric field is called drift. Okay, so that's a drift current which is opposite in direction to the diffusion current. So what will happen? The drift current is in the opposite direction of the diffusion current. Diffusion current. The loss of electron the loss of electron from n region and gain of electron by p region causes the difference of potential across the junction of two regions. What will happen? The loss of electron from n region, electrons moves from n to p region, so there is a loss of electron in n region, and the loss of in p region causes what will happen? The electron will gained by the p region, so that the potential that are across created a potential difference across the junctions across these two regions. The loss of electron from n region, the electron n region loses the electrons to p region, so n region loses the electrons and p region gains the electrons, so there is a potential difference across the junction of the two regions. So n materials lost electrons and p acquired electrons. So n material is positive relative to p material. Since potential tends to prevent the movement of electrons from n region into p region, it is often called as barrier potential. So this potential is called as barrier potential. Okay, then we can see about the semiconductor diodes. So the symbol of diode is given here. The symbol of diode is given here. It is P and N junction. So P is connected to positive terminal of a battery. For the PN junction diode under forward bias means P semiconductor is connected to the positive terminal of a battery, and N terminal, P terminal is connected to a positive terminal of a battery, and N is connected to the negative terminal of a battery. The potential V will be the external voltage applied to the diode. Then the diode is said to have forward bias. You can see in this diagram. P is connected to positive terminal. Of the battery, and N is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So what is V? V will be the applied voltage, and V naught be the built-in potential, and V is opposite to V naught. V will be opposite to V naught. So depletion layer with decreases and barrier height is reduced. What will happen? The depletion layer with, see here, one of the few proton and positive and negative charges are there. So depletion layer with decreases and barrier height is reduced. So effective barrier height under forward bias will be V naught minus V. Effective barrier height under forward bias will be V naught minus V. So due to applied voltage, electron from N side cross the depletion region and reach P side. If you are going to apply voltage, due to the applied voltage, then electron from N side crosses to the depletion region, and reach P side. Holes from P side cross the junction and reach N side. Holes from P direction, P will move on to N, and reach the N side. The motion of charged carriers on either side gives rise to the current. What will happen? The motion of the charged carriers moves from either side gives rise to the current. It will create a current. So the total diode forward current is hole diffusion current plus conventional current due to the electron diffusion. So the total diode forward current is what are all the things which create a forward current? Total diode forward current means it will be of hole diffusion current and conventional current due to electron diffusion. So the magnitude of current is usually in milliampere. Okay. So in this graph diagram, barrier potential graph diagram will be without battery means it will give the 1. It is denoted as 1 in the diagram. the barrier potential graph, and number 2 will be the battery voltage, low battery voltage, and 3 will be high battery voltage. If you are giving high battery voltage to the circuit means the graph will be like the third one. Next we can go for reverse bias. What is the thing? See the diagram. If you compare the diagrams, we can find the battery is reversed. The battery is reversed. See here. Positive in forward bias, positive terminal of the battery is given to P and negative terminal of battery is given to N. But in reverse bias, the negative terminal is given to connected to P semiconductor and positive terminal is connected to N type semiconductor. So what is going to happen? So this is called as reverse bias. This is called as reverse bias. If negative side of battery is connected to positive and positive side, P side is connected to negative connected, means the diode is said to be reverse bias. So okay, so the applied voltage mostly drops across the depletion region. So the applied voltage mostly drops across the depletion region. See here the depletion and this depletion region becomes broader, depletion region widens. The direction of applied voltage is same as that of the barrier potential. So here the applied voltage, the direction of applied voltage is same as that of the barrier potential. So depletion region widens and barrier height also increases. Barrier height also increases. See here compared with that of forward bias, the reverse bias depletion region becomes wider. So the direction of the applied voltage is same as that of barrier potential. So depletion region widens and barrier height increases. So barrier height will be V naught plus V. The barrier height will be V naught plus V. So the drift current is of order of microamperes. If it is forward bias, it will be milliamperes. If it is reverse bias, the drift current is will be of microamperes. The diode reverse current is not very much dependent on applied voltage. The diode reverse current is not dependent on the applied voltage. Even a small voltage is sufficient to sweep the minority carriers from one side of the junction to the other side of the junction. So if we want to move the minority carriers from one side of the junction to other side of junction, means we need only very small voltage. We need only very small voltage. So that the definition is given, statement is given as even a small voltage is sufficient to sweep the minority carriers from one side of the junction to other side of the junction. The current under reverse bias is essentially voltage independent up to critical reverse bias voltage known as breakdown voltage. So this voltage is called as breakdown voltage, VBR. That is V is equal to VBR. The diode reverse current increases sharply. The current under the reverse bias is essentially voltage independent. It is up to the critical reverse bias voltage. Then we can see about the VI characteristics of, that is voltage current characteristics of a diode. So the battery is connected to a diode. See here, it is in the forward bias. In the forward bias, the battery is connected to a, this is the diode. This is the diode and it is connected to a voltmeter and milliammeter here. The diode is connected parallelly to the voltmeter and it is connected in series with battery. This is also a variable rheostat and a milliammeter. This is of forward bias. So, and if we draw a graph between voltage and current. Voltage is taken in x-axis. Voltage is taken in x-axis and current is taken in y-axis. Current is taken in y-axis. If you draw a graph, means forward bias is measured in millimeter. Forward bias is measured in millimeter. If we go for reverse bias, see here, P junction is connected to a negative of the battery. There is variable rheostat. Here we are using variable rheostat. And instead of milliammeter, we are using microammeter. Instead of milliammeter, we are using microammeter. If we draw the graph, the forward bias is in the positive x and y axis, and reverse bias is in negative y axis, xy axis. Okay, so forward bias, current increases slowly, almost negligible. Till the voltage across the diode, current increases. Even for a very small increase in diode bias voltage, this is called the threshold voltage. This voltage is called as a threshold voltage. It will be equal to 0.2 volt for germanium diode and 0.7 volt for silicon diode. If you go for the reverse bias, means the current is very small. The current is very small and almost remains constant with change in bias. So that it is called as reverse saturation current. It is called as reverse saturation current. In forward bias, we have find out the threshold voltage. In reverse bias, we have find out the reverse saturation current. So PN junction diode allows the flow of current in forward bias only. It is not allowed to allow the flow of current in reverse bias. The forward bias resistance is low compared with that of reverse bias resistance. This property is used for the rectification of AC voltages. That is, the diode acts only in forward bias only. It doesn't allows the current to flow in the reverse bias. So this property is used for rectification of AC voltages. Now one more thing we can say is dynamic resistance of a diode. It will be del V. That is, del V is known as small change in voltage. Del I will be the small change in current, and RD be the dynamic resistance. RD will be the dynamic resistance, means the dynamic resistance of a diode will be RD is equal to del V divided by del I. Ratio of small change in voltage to ratio of small change in current. So today we have studied about the how PN junction diode is formed. PN junction is formed, and about the PN junction diode forward bias and reverse bias, then the VI characteristics of a diode, and then dynamic resistance of a diode. Thank you, students.